Hello dear students, this is the video of a standard 8 and in this video I will discuss chapter number 5 Introduction to Java. In the last class you can see I've already discussed about introduction to data types in Java and different data types. I have discussed different data types like byte, short, int, long, char, float, double and boolean. Okay, I've explained what is their use and how much size they take in the computer memory. Okay, and when you have to use byte, when you have to use int, long, char, when you have to use float and double, and I have explained its meaning also, why you use these types of data types. So coming to this topic, today I will discuss a sample Java program to multiply 3 numbers. Then I will give introduction to literals. What are literals in Java? And then I will discuss types of literals, character literals, string literals. These are the types of literals. Okay, integer literals, floating point literals, and boolean literals. So coming to the first topic, sample Java program to multiply 3 numbers. You know very well how to open a BlueJ program. You have to click on this icon, double click on this icon. BlueJ will open. You have to wait for a few seconds. It will take a few seconds to open. You can see the version 4.2.2. When you download BlueJ, it will be downloaded free of cost from internet. And after downloading, you have to install BlueJ in your system. And you can double click on the icon. It will start. It is a programming language. That's why it has taken a few seconds to open. Now, for creating a program in BlueJ, first you have to create a project. So how you will create a project? Click on project, click on new project. You have to write project name here. So I'm going to multiply 3 numbers. So project name is multiply. Click on OK. Now you have to create a class. After creating project, you have to create a class. Click on new class. Here you have to write a class name. Class multiply numbers. Okay, click on OK. Now you can see the class has been created. What is the name of the class? Multiply numbers. Now for you have to create open editor. You have to open its editor where you can write Java code. Right click, click on open editor. And Java editor will open in front of you. Now, many unwanted things are written here. You can delete all the unwanted things which is not required in your program. You can delete all the unwanted things. Now, your program starts with the class, public class, class name. Now, your program starts executing with the main function. You have to write the main function. Public static void main string args. Now, you know, in your Java program, each and every digit is a keyword. Here you can see public is a keyword, class is a keyword, and this is the class name. Again, static is a keyword here, public is a keyword, void is a keyword, main is a keyword. So these all are keywords in your Java. And each and every keyword of Java has some special meaning to the compiler. Okay, These are the keywords which have some special meaning in Java. Understood? So you will study later what are its meaning. But suppose you are thinking what is public, sir, what is public? So here you must have used Facebook. Someone have used Facebook. So when you go to account setting and if you make it private, when you make your Facebook account private, nobody can see your account. But if you make your Facebook account public, anyone can see your account. Okay, you can change the setting that friends of friends can check your account, can see your accounts. Then they can see your account, they can have a look of your account. Why they can see your account? Because your account is public. But if you make your private account, no one can see your account in Facebook. So same is the case here. If you have made a private class in Java, this class cannot be accessed outside. Okay, but if you have made public class, it can be accessed outside of this class. Understood? So here it is the main function, and main function is public, means this main function can be accessed outside this class. Understood? Now public, in the same way static has some meaning. Why does some meaning? Main, why it is main here? Main is the main function of Java. This is the main function of Java, that's why it is written main here. And you know very well that your Java program starts executing with the main function. Okay, so after writing the main function, you have to open the braces. You can write your program here. You have to multiply 3 numbers. Okay, so suppose you are having decimal numbers, you will assign it with double x comma y comma z. Suppose you are having 3 variables to assign 3 numbers. In x you have assigned 1.2 semicolon. In y you have assigned 4.2. Okay, and in z you have assigned only 2. Suppose you have assigned all the numbers in the variable x, y, and z. Now you have to initialize another variable. Okay, you can take another variable here, mul, mul, mul for multiplying all the numbers. You can write here mul equals to x multiplied by y multiplied by z. Here you can see I have written asterisk sign. So asterisk sign is known as multiplication sign in programming language, because in your keyboard there is no multiplication sign. So asterisk sign is used for multiplication sign. Understood? It is used for multiplying the digits. Now, why a semicolon is given at the end of the sentence? Because semicolon represents that the terminating of the sentence. Okay, so in every statement I have terminated the statement with semicolon. It terminates the statement. Okay, but in main function you will not write semicolon. In class you don't have to write semicolon here, because it is given opening braces for class and it is also given opening braces for main function. So you cannot put a semicolon at the end. Now here mul is a variable which will store all the results of x multiplied by y multiplied by z. Now you have to print the value of mul. So for printing you have to use this statement, system dot out dot print ln. System dot out dot print ln, it is used for multiplying. This statement is used for printing the statement. I have already multiplied all the 3 numbers x into y into z, and I have stored its value in mul variable, in the variable mul. Now I will print its result. product equals to. So this is the string which is to be assigned in double quotation mark. The same value will be printed on the output. Product equal to what? Plus mul. Value of mul will be printed here. Put a semicolon here to terminate the statement. Understood? So you have created a Java program to multiply three numbers, and all the three numbers are double. Means they are decimal numbers. Understood? Now you can click on compile. It is telling some errors are there. Yes, I have not closed the main function. I need to close the main function. Now I have written the correct program. Now click on compile button again. Here you can see at the bottom it is written class compiled, no syntax error. Now you can close this window or you can minimize this window. Now coming to this window, you have to run the Java program. What you will do? You will right click here, click on void main string args, click on OK. You can see the result has been calculated. This is the output screen, and here the result has been calculated by the computer. Okay, so in this way, children, you can create a Java program very easily. Now you can have a look on the another topic. What are literals? What are literals? A literal denotes a constant. In your Java program, a literal denotes a constant. So, for example, hello world, it is a string literal, and Java has several types of literals. So here you can see in your program here, what is the literal? The thing which is written in double quotation mark, it is the string literal. Okay, so here product equals to, it is the string literal. Understood? Now another literal, you have initialized this value 1.2, it will never change. So these are literals. Okay, because a literal denotes a constant in Java, and Java has several types of literals. Java literal are representations of Boolean, character, numeric, or string. And literals provide a means of expressing a specific values in your program. Now you can see types of literals which is used in Java program: character literal, string literal, integer literal, floating point literal, and Boolean literal. Boolean literal means true and false, and floating point literals means decimal value. So you can see in this program, in your Java program, this x equals to 1.2. What is 1.2? This is floating point literal. 4.2, this is floating point literal. And this is product, which is written in double quotation mark, it is string literal. Understood? So I hope students you have understood types of literals. So we will continue in the next class. Okay, bye students, have a nice day.